Hey, how's it going, everyone? Meteorologist Danielle Grant here in the 9 News Weather Center. Kind of wishing I was up in the mountains, though. What about you? Kind of that winter wonderland across the Loveland ski area, the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels. Do you see those flakes flying? So magical as we have a storm system pushing across the state. Another one will roll in later tonight into tomorrow. As far as the snowfall amounts go for the past 24 hours, Breckenridge taking the cake, and they open up for some skiing tomorrow. First day of the season, 8 inches, so they have a pretty good base going. 6 for the Loveland ski area, 4 out at A Basin and Keystone and Steamboat, picking up just a couple of inches. But while that's going on up in the mountains, this is what we're enjoying here across the Denver metro area. Nice to have some blue skies out there. The winds, however, they have absolutely been howling. Up in the mountains, the foothills, even here in parts of the metro area, 36-mile-per-hour gusts around Aurora, even stronger in Broomfield, Boulder. Everything's kind of flying around, all the leaves. Doesn't it look like a snow globe, but maybe like a leaf globe or something? It's wild. 58-mile-per-hour gusts around Berthoud Pass, Blackhawk, extremely blustery too. Some stronger winds around Holyoke, but really around I-80. These folks that are going to be out and about driving on the roads, yeah, it's going to be a little tricky with wind gusts upwards of 50 to 60 miles per hour. You can just kind of see by the coloring contours as we look ahead toward the next couple of hours. The mountains, the foothills seeing the strongest winds. Also in the panhandle of Nebraska, Ogallala, about 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight, 40 to 50 mile-per-hour speeds. And then these strong northwesterly winds really slamming Sterling off to Burlington. This is early tomorrow morning, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So kind of keep that in mind for all of our farmers and ranchers that live off to the eastern side of the state. It's a calm start to our day here in Denver, and really it should not be quite as blustery. Here in the city, a completely different story though. You head east, you head north, and that's where we're going to have those stronger winds continuing for our Friday. Temps right now at this noon hour at 52 out at DIA. Little cooler across the far northeastern plains, some 20s and 30s going around Leadville up to Kremling and Steamboat Springs. And right now out at the airport, plenty of sunshine, but those winds still kicking up about 18 miles per hour. Those are sustained winds. The gusts, of course, even higher. 50s, that's pretty much where we're going to be across Colorado for daytime highs. Eastern Colorado, I guess I should say. A seasonal afternoon for us with some 40s going way up high. You can kind of see that cloud deck still pushing in. The snowfall still rolling around the Front Range Mountains. Our storm system that rolled through the past couple of days now impacting the upper Midwest. You can kind of see some of that snowfall just to the north of Minneapolis, circling back around through the Dakotas. But this cold front, whew, it's a strong one, and potentially will kick up some severe storms as it rocks and rolls through the south. Now out to the Pacific Northwest, where our next storm system is originating from, already beginning to push on shore. We have rain showers going around Seattle to Portland, and then some snow through Idaho, Wyoming, and eventually we'll get that next blast late tonight into tomorrow morning, and possibly a few of those showers around parts of the metro area, but I anticipate really most of it should stay east of DIA. Temps tonight falling to the 20s for many of us here around the metro area, the eastern plains, teens and 20s way up high. So this is the fun part, the future cast, as we're watching this storm kicking through. Within the next couple of hours, I anticipate seeing that snowfall kind of filtering in around Steamboat Springs. 7 o'clock, if you're heading up to the mountains trying to get maybe a jump start on the weekend, you certainly will find some snowy roads out there heading toward Vail Pass, Berthoud Pass, and then late tonight, I'd say about 8, 9, 10 o'clock, we'll have maybe 1 or 2 of those showers crossing the I-25 corridor, perhaps an isolated shower around Fort Collins, but really these models indicating that we could have a little bit of snowfall, perhaps banded snowfall along the eastern plains well outside of the Denver area. So I know we're still hoping for our first snowfall here in the city, but I just don't really think it's going to come tonight. As we look at the futurecast early tomorrow morning, a sunny start to your Friday, still a few lingering snow showers throughout the day up in the mountains, but by late Friday night, everything clears out, and I think the traveling conditions will be a lot better if you want to kind of hold off and head up there tomorrow. Additional snowfall numbers anywhere between about 1 to 3, 4 inches once you go way up high. As we watch the storm system slowly move out, high pressure will be building back in, and that will allow for these temperatures to warm back up above average as we look ahead toward the weekend. Tomorrow, still a seasonal day. Kind of a nice fall afternoon for you with that sunshine out here with the 50s for the metro area, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. And again, a seasonal one for us, about 54 here in the Mile High City. A little warmer in Ken Carroll and Littleton in the upper 50s, about 56 in Boulder with upper 30s in Grand Lake. Look at the 7-day forecast. Not a lot has changed from yesterday. We stay in the 60s for the weekend. Right now, it does look like Monday and Tuesday well above average into the lower 70s. And then right now, It does look like we'll have a storm system push into the state on Wednesday. Certainly that helps drop our temperatures by a solid 20 degrees. Daytime highs anyway, Tuesday to Wednesday. Right now it looks like maybe a couple of isolated showers here for Denver. I'm not too terribly excited. Certainly the mountains look to have a better shot at that. Maybe a couple early morning flurries on Tuesday, but it's something that we definitely will be keeping a close eye on as it gets closer. But you know, in Colorado, it's just everything can change pretty quickly. I'm going to hop over to Facebook and see if you guys have any questions for me. How's it going? What are you up to on this Thursday? Hey Seth, I'm having a great Thursday. Einar saying, yes, you love snow. Me too. Jason, definitely looking like a La Nina season. Absolutely. Hi Lee, thank you for tuning in. Yes, unfortunately, we are looking at that La Nina weather pattern across much of Colorado, which usually indicates a drier than average winter here around the metro area, and certainly for southern Colorado. The northern mountains do tend to fare quite nicely. I mean, seasonal in these kinds of situations. I actually want to show you the snowpack while I have you. These are numbers as of yesterday, but right now we're 88% of normal. That's not bad. Obviously, you can see the reflection for the South Platte Basin. We're only at 81% just because we have not had a drop truly in quite some time here for the urban corridor. And then look at the San Juans, Rio Grande. I mean, they also are struggling, an area that is dealing with some pretty tough drought conditions, but our northern basins are performing quite well, especially with these storms that are cruising in and bringing them the majority of the snow. Again, with this system that crosses Colorado tonight, about another 1 to 3, 1 to 4 inches up into the mountains, northern and central mountains, but that really is going to be about it. And then we stay dry through the weekend and at least into early next week. Myra, wondering about Sunday football. Yeah, I should show you the Broncos forecast too. What am I thinking? You know, as we look ahead towards Sunday afternoon, I don't know if we could have a better forecast. There we are. Yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles are in town at Mile High. 2:25 kickoff, upper 50s, lower 60s by halftime. Nothing but sunshine. I don't anticipate the winds to be a problem. I know, Matt, you're wondering about the winds on Saturday, and it really doesn't look like we're going to have to deal with those that much either. I'd say today and tomorrow will be the worst. Tomorrow more breezy than windy, so not quite as bad. But wow, the Broncos, I hope with a winning forecast, we can bring home another win here at home. That would be awesome. But yeah, the forecast looking pretty quiet the next couple of days, certainly. Once again, as we head into next week, when these temperatures, the middle of November, head back into the lower 70s. Just wild. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Enjoy the sunshine. Sorry about the wind. But you know, if you have, or please turn off the wind. I feel you, my friend. If you guys have any more questions, you want to find me, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at the WX Woman. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye.